Hey friends, Pastor Joey here. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. We've made it to the end of yet another week. Happy Friday. I am really enjoying the weather today, so I am sitting outside taking in the sun, and I'm excited to get to share with you just a little bit here together. I know I told you on Wednesday when I recorded that I had a special video planned, and I do, but it's not quite ready for today, so next week you can look forward to hearing a fun interview that I got to do this week with some great helpful information for us. So looking forward to that. But today I want to talk about thankfulness, because there's a lot of things I'm thankful for, and I think it's kind of a nice follow-up to the conversation we had on contentment on Wednesday. So join me right now and let's take a look at Psalm 107. I'm not going to have the words on the screen, so if you want to follow along, go ahead and grab your Bibles now, and I'm going to read a few verses out of Psalm 107. Here we go. It says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story, those he redeemed from the hand of the foe, those he gathered from the lands, from east and west, from north and south. Some wandered in desert wastelands, finding no way to a city where they could settle. They were hungry and thirsty, and their lives ebbed away. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them from their distress. He led them by a straight way to a city where they could settle. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for mankind, for he satisfies the thirsty and fills the hungry with good things." All right. Why did I pick this passage today? I especially love what it says in the first two verses. "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story." Right now, we are in the midst of a story, and that story is not finished. We got some good news yesterday that we started on Monday. We can gather with 10 or less people. And so we are not stuck in the stay-at-home order any longer, which I am incredibly thankful for. It has been getting a little challenging, a little lonely, but excited to get to spend some time and interact with a few more people. But this story is not over yet, and we don't know how many chapters that there are going to be. We know there's going to be many more, and it's going to be a while, and it's going to be a long journey. But I think what God calls us to in the midst of any journey is to be thankful and to have thankfulness along the way. So today I want to pause, even though we're not done, we're not past this. There's still a threat. There's still some fear out there. I know there's still some concerns, but we're making progress. We're making our way through this journey, and I think it's good to pause and have some thankfulness along the way. As it says here in Psalms, let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. So today, I just want to say a few things that I'm thankful for and ask you to do the same. I am incredibly thankful that things are changing. The status quo is not the same. We don't have another month or so of stay-at-home order, but things are getting better. I'm incredibly thankful for this weather and that I get to be outside today with you. The birds are out. The rabbits just went by and a couple squirrels. And just it's warm. And that just energizes me and makes me feel better. I am also thankful lately that my wife has been very kind and patient with me as I deal with just some of the stress and challenges of being at home. And kind of as we talked about on Wednesday, sometimes during a crisis, during challenging seasons of life, contentment can be hard to come by. It's hard to thrive in all circumstances, as Paul talked about in Philippians 4. But my wife has really helped me to thrive in all circumstances by listening well, by taking some time just to make some meals that I really enjoy and to make sure that I'm getting outside. So I'm thankful for her and for some of the other people who have been in my life and encouraged me along the way. And I'm really thankful that I had the chance this morning to meet with some of our local pastors. We had a meeting of pastors from all over Fergus Falls. There were probably about 25 of them there. And I was really encouraged at the unity and support that they gave each other. They were sharing some of the challenges they're facing and some of the thoughts they have as we start to consider what it might look like to reopen church and to start to gather again some point this summer. And I appreciated that they were resourcing with each other, they were encouraging one another, and they did it in a very respectful manner. Of course, there were people with varying perspectives and opinions all over the map, but they really were able to communicate in such a way that was encouraging and supportive and helpful. So I just want you to know that the community of believers that we have here in Fergus Falls has continued to be very united and supportive of each other. And we even had the mayor and someone from the police department there. It's really encouraging to see people coming together during this time, supporting one another. And so I'm thankful for those things today. I just want to ask you to consider, what is it that you're thankful for right now? It doesn't have to be the weather. What's going on in your life that you're just really appreciative of as we go through this journey, as we take it in stages and steps? We want to pause and reflect and focus on God and be thankful for the things that He provides in our life. So I encourage you to do that, to at first write it down. Write some of those things down on a list so you take some time to brainstorm, but also, as the psalmist says, let the redeemed of the Lord tell their story. So share this with someone. Share it with your family. Post it on social media. Give a friend a call you haven't talked to in a little while. Share with someone some of the positive things that you're seeing in your world that you're thankful for. I think it will brighten their day. I also think it's a simple way to share the gospel, to share what God is doing in and through you with someone else. It's encouraging. You don't have to give a big evangelistic speech to share with someone how God is impacting your life. You can show someone the grace and love and goodness of God just by sharing with them what you're thankful for. So I encourage you to do that. And lastly, just encourage you to get outside, get some fresh air. Starting on Monday, take some time to interact with people. It's important that we gather. It's important that we stay connected. Do it in a safe manner, of course, in whatever way that you feel comfortable. I know that we all have different risk levels and different comfort levels, so I encourage you to be careful, but also to find ways to stay connected with others, to talk to them, to express your thankfulness, and to get outside and get some fresh air. I desperately want for each of you to be able to stay healthy, to stay connected to God and to others, and to continue to journey on with us through what we're going through now. I'm thankful for all of you and the time that we get to spend together regularly. I hope that soon, with some of you at least, if not all of you, it will get to be face to face. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday, a wonderful weekend, and don't forget to tune in with us on Sunday as Pastor Mick continues to take us through our series on the Age of Kings. It's Hezekiah Part 2 on Sunday. Don't want to miss out. Have a wonderful weekend.